Hi. Today is Sunday, and I'm a third generation preacher's kid, Christian background, um, Protestant, Church of God, Anderson specifically. But then we went to a charismatic type church starting in the late 1970s. Had the satellite churches. We had the 3 and 4 day seminars from special speakers and all that sort of thing. And then later in life, got married and had kids, went to other churches, and I just noticed a pattern. I could have been a pastor myself, right? But I chose not to because I noticed a pattern with my grandfather. Not so much my dad, even though he was a pastor, he didn't follow the pattern that I saw in almost all other pastors. And that pattern was a persona, an attitude of domination, of authority, of condescension to their audience, of kind of a tyrannical kind of mentality where they believe that they are right and you are wrong if you don't agree with them. It's that kind of mentality where they are always right. And they are not allowed to be questioned. And if you ask questions, they will they'll attack you. They will attack anyone who questions them. Um, yeah, and so that's a big problem with all Christian churches. They are not humble. They are not even polite. They are rude, belligerent, passive aggressive at times, blatantly aggressive at other times. They are careful to make sure that they have all of the power and you have none of it. It's part of the whole format where you see the stage, the lights, the microphone, you sitting lower in the darkness with no microphone. Everybody agrees to be quiet and listen to the guy up on the stage who has the lights and the microphone and is up higher than everyone. Just notice the physical dynamics of the whole thing. They are better than you. They're up on high, you're down low. You're silent, they're talking. Pastor doesn't care what you think. He doesn't ask you what you think. Pastor's talking all the time. You're just sitting there in silence. If you raise your hand or say anything, somehow you're in the wrong. And so I would encourage you to step back, think about that, kind of try to think independently, uh, try to think outside of Scripture. You know how it's like every one of your thoughts have to be a Scripture verse, or have to be in submission to your Christian upbringing. Um, Everything has to be inside of an approved box, right? And you live in fear of being rejected by your Christian group or by God Himself or by your pastor. You are emotionally attached to them. You fear leaving them. You can't imagine not being with your Christian group of people. Um, you dare not question your pastor about anything. You actually follow your pastor, not so much God. You follow your pastor, and whatever he says is true, and that's an absolute in your mind. But I would just encourage you to try to learn how to think for yourself. Um, Question things, and it's okay to question things, and don't think that it's some devil or something inside your head. It's just you. It's just you inside your head looking at the obvious and saying, something doesn't make sense. And it's okay to question things. And for people to say it's not okay to question things, those are the thought controlling tyrants who don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to be independent. They don't want you to mature into adulthood. They want you to stay an infant an emotionally dependent infant and dependent on them for everything. So they have total control of your mind, your body, and your money. When they say give, you give, and that's the way they like it. So I just encourage you to to relax. Feel free to think for yourself. Question things, And when people get mad because you question something, it means they are trying to control your mind and they're trying to control the group. It's a control response. If someone tries to escape from a prison, they freak out and they try to stop you, right? So in the same way, in a hive mind situation or a group mind or gang kind of situation, anyone who tries to escape or questions the rules by the boss, the head leader, everyone else freaks out and they try to stop that person trying to escape from that mental prison. So I just encourage you to think for yourself, ask questions, write them down, um, you know, and test it out on people that you consider to be your leaders. Question things, see how they respond. Okay, don't get into an argument. Just note how they responded. Was it in anger? Did they gaslight you? Did they point the finger at you and accuse you of being wrong or a bad person for asking a question? And just think about that stuff, okay? And hopefully you can learn how to have internal integrity, be honest with yourself, and learn how to think for yourself um, without being constantly indoctrinated and told what to think and how to think and when to think. So I hope this helps someone, and I encourage your thoughts and your opinion because I value your opinion and your viewpoint. Everybody's opinion and viewpoint is valuable and important, and you should be heard. That guy on the stage, he isn't better than you, okay? You deserve to be up on the stage with a microphone, as does everyone. Everyone deserves to be heard, okay? Um, Obviously, that's my opinion. I believe in being fair and allowing everyone to speak their mind. And I also believe in us paying attention and giving time and listening to other people, where we aren't just listening to one person on the stage, but we're listening to other viewpoints and we consider them. We don't argue with them. We don't choose to accept or reject them. We just think about them. We kind of look through their lens in life, and we see from a different viewpoint. It's not about accepting or rejecting. It's about learning from others. So, all right, I'm going to try to keep these short. So, hope that helps a little bit, and there'll be more coming. Thank you, and have a good day.